got a deer on the table. Hey, what is going on? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for making it this far. I'm at the bike park today, finishing out the bike park season here. I'm no expert, but what I am is super analytical. So when I ride, I'm never happy with good enough. I'm always trying to get better. So I'm gonna share some tipperoonies with whoever wants to listen. The worst perspective is the perspective of an expert, because an expert closes their mind off to any other alternatives because they think their way is the expert way, but there's always ways to improve things. So all right, so the first tip I have for you is about turning. Now, turning can be a whole video. Actually, turning can be a whole series of videos. But if you watch POV footage, some people just look like they're absolutely blazing through berms. And they are, and it comes with a lot of experience. However, there's some tips that you can do to improve your speed. They're super easy. So first things first, I'm an upright rider. I never feel like I'm low enough when I'm riding, and it's a bad habit. It's just how my body's built. I kind of have longer arms compared to my legs, so it just puts me upright. With that being said, I'm super aware that I need to stay low and stay forward in berms. It really helps to drive your weight to the front wheel and drive you through the berm. There's some controversy about elbows out or elbows in when you ride, and ultimately I believe that it's just about what's most comfortable for you. However, in berms, what really helped me is to lift my outside elbow up and pull my shoulder forward, okay? Now that's in conjunction with a lot of hip movement and stuff and heels and pedal placement that again I'm not going to go into. But when you're riding berms, just get lower than you think you should be, because you're never as low as you think you are, and really push that outside elbow up into the air and really raise that outside elbow up and drive with your shoulders through that berm. What that'll do is too, it'll help you break your body from your bike. Put that elbow up and keep that shoulder forward. You really gotta lean your bike under you. Woohoo! Ah, my foot slipped. Always look ahead. Outside shoulder up. You be fast through it like a slalom skier. Hey there, if you find value in videos like this, consider subscribing and giving this video a like. In addition, your thoughts are important, so if you have some, leave them in the comments below. Peace. Okay, so you just started jumping. You feel pretty comfortable and consistent in the air. Sometimes you just feel a little wacky. You're really not throwing any sweet moves yet. That's cool. But what you'll realize is when you're jumping, if you have a plan of action when you go off the lip, not just holding on for dear life and not crashing, but doing something will really stabilize your body in the air. It works so tremendously well to have a plan when you go up the jump. No matter what it is, it could be something small, like a little tweak or something. But what that'll do is it'll give your mind something to focus on and find balance. So when you're riding into it, think of what you're gonna do. Even if it's just a little tweak or you pull your bike up to you or turn it a little bit. It just gives you an apex point for your body to meet. Oh gosh. So a tip for people who find that they're always too far back when they're going up transitions, it's kind of a mental trick, is to envision, this is your transition, here's your tabletop or your double or whatever. Envision glass, like being straight up, a plate of glass coming straight up the top of that end of your transition. Your goal is to break through that glass with your head and your shoulders. Sounds wild, but really it'll help you improve your body positioning on the bike. Okay, so in my mind, all these jumps here are gonna have glass that comes right up at the end of the transition. Straight wall of glass. Oh dang, I just landed right on a rock right there. Oh, doesn't feel good. I had to check the bike up here. Did I just end my day? Huh. Okay, so these are little jumps, but still your body position needs to be in the right spot because you dive down at this first one. So the natural position for somebody that isn't not experienced hitting jumps when you dive down at them would be to push backward. And that is a recipe to get bucked. So we want to envision a wall of glass coming straight up off the top of that lip, right where it ends, okay? We're going to break that glass with our head and with our shoulders. Having that in mind is going to help you get in a better position to ride that transition. Everybody coming? Look at that glass right there. Let's break that glass. Woohoo! Something's definitely loose on my bike. Get to the top of that, perfect speed for this drop, maybe a little fast. Slow up for this first jump though. Okay, now we gotta get on for the second one. And the third one. And the fourth one. Woo. And this one. The world's most helpful log is right here, right there. Yo, bro, what's your tire pressure? Bro. Tire pressure. Yeah, I said it. That's what everybody says too, huh? And they're not wrong. Some people say like you need to write it down and put it on a note and tuck it behind your pocket protector. So first thing, experiment with tire pressures. Find one that feels good to you for whatever conditions that you ride. Find it and then do your best not to abandon it, because where was I? Because oftentimes when you're riding on bikes, things just feel weird, you know? It just doesn't feel right. Could be your body, could be any number of things. There are a lot of variables. However, the one thing that you can so easily eliminate is tire pressure. And all it takes is 2 minutes to check it. Therefore, when I'm out here and something feels weird, I know it's not the tires. I'm not playing a guessing game. Oh, maybe the tires are a little low. Maybe they're a little hard. I love knowing that they're where they are, where I like them. Dang, dog. So you don't have to go around preaching tire pressure, tire pressure. That's not cool, but what is cool, if something feels weird, and you can ultimately rule out tire pressure being an issue. That is cool. My preferred tire pressure is 25 in the back, 23 up front. On most stuff, that is. Right, so let's talk about brake angles. I know this is exciting stuff, but imagine this is your handlebar here. Okay, so the most comfortable position for your hand obviously is one where the forces from your bike translate through your hand and up your bones and into your big muscles up here. Okay, so that's going to give you the least amount of fatigue. You know, if it's too high and you're braking up here, then you're using a lot of your upper forearm, and then if it's too low, then you're using a lot of your lower forearm. So ideally you want to find that perfect middle ground. For me, it's right here. I put my hand out like this, put the brake lever on top of my finger, raise my finger up above it. Perfect. All right, folks, comfort braking is something we all do. It means simply to just drag your brake, just so you have confidence that if you need it, you can use it. A lot of times you do it in areas where you actually don't need to be braking. You're just kind of dragging it a little bit, just so you know that that roller coaster is not going to get out of control. The problem with comfort braking is it changes the dynamics of your traction and your suspension. Woo. Woo. Where you'll notice the biggest difference in how much control you have when you don't comfort brake is when you're riding chunky stuff. So while comfort braking on steep stuff is unavoidable because we're trying to control our speed, sometimes we can avoid using the front brake. And that's important because we want our suspension to work how it was meant to work. So when you're riding super chunky loose stuff, and you want as much grip and traction and fork support as possible, use that front brake as little as possible. Takes some getting used to. So one of the absolute worst places to comfort brake is the transition of a big jump. Sounds wild, but a lot of people do it and don't even know they do it. For that matter, I even used to do it slightly and didn't even know I was doing it. The reason why is it really messes up your stability as you're going up the transition, and all those forces start pushing on you in different directions. That braking is just another variable in that. What you want to do is get your braking done before the transition. I know it sounds crazy who brakes going off a jump, but it happens. And it's an easy habit to get into. But try to avoid any braking on the transition. Do all of your braking as you approach the transition. She okay back there?
Yeah, I think she is. Close?
Oh, what's up?
Is there a woman riding?
Oh, I just saw somebody on the side of the jump. I didn't know if they crashed out.
Yeah.
All right. What's up?
Sorry to get in the way.
Oh no, I just want to make sure they were okay. Yeah. All good. Dropping.
Got it.
Dropping. When it comes to mountain biking, you have a bike and that is awesome. You can do great things on whatever bike that you have. If somebody looks at your bike and judges you based on your bike, it's not somebody that you even care what their opinion is. The more advanced, you'll find that the riders, sure, they can look intimidating hitting big jumps and stuff, but they are the ones that will least judge you on what bike you're riding, I've found. Sadly, I think we got the Lifeline medical helicopter landing. Whoever it's here to pick up, hopefully they are okay. Woo! Here's another tip for you. Make noises when you ride. It distracts you. It makes everything less scary. Alright, so I'm gonna call it quits here. Hope you found value in those brief tips. Good stuff to try, you know. Never be an expert.